Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
We in the game, Adam. We in the game.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Just walk it off. I can't say the same about your quarterback, though.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And some room to maneuver.
Can't say the same thing about him, though.
The 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Can't say anything about him.
Near the 20-21. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Take it in at the 22.
Bring that ass down.
Yards on the punt.
Bring that ass down.
Will be taking over.
Where you think you're going?
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Ryan. No.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Ryan.
Where are you going?
He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking
Thank
for Jones,
you.
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it.
Oh, he popped it right on my hands.
Incomplete. Those passes out
He caught it, though.
far
He
wide
did.
Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They run with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, here's pass interference.
Hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings
That
up
should
a
be pass
4th down.
interference, but no.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Wentz. It's a short one here. Complete to his tight
Thank
end.
you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup
I'll
of
take
12
that.
yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Give me 6.
This is Ajayi.
Beep, beep.
And 3 yards there.
Excuse
takes him to the
me.
45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new
I don't care how you took him down. You took him down, and that ended his possession. Way to go.
Their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The
No.
ball wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Getting it out left side to Sanu. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a
And it's
curious
going to be
decision to go for it.
incomplete.
Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Back onto the field comes Philly's offense. You know, Charles, the Eagles, they've kind of gone from having one of the most enviable quarterback
That's what he
positions in
thought.
the league. So a couple question marks here because you got Carson Wentz still recovering from a knee injury. Nick Foles with a shoulder injury now.
And the thing that they've got going for them, even though it's a little bit unsettled right now, is that it's not as bad as maybe it appears. Carson Wentz has now been cleared for 11 on 11 work. They're hoping contact will come sooner rather than later. The injury to Nick Foles, believed to be serious at first, not so serious now. They think that he'll be ready for the opener. And Nate Sudfeld, their number 3 quarterback.
Don't worry.
After 2 weeks of the NFL preseason
Don't worry.
schedule,
You did
leads
your
the league in
job.
passing. So maybe it's not
Beautiful.
quite as bad as maybe people thought.
You did your job well. Very well. Good job.
Here's Ajayi. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. But just 4 yards on the pickup.
That was a nice running lane.
Extend the drive. Wentz now on first down. This is taken.
If you know, you know.
He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT.
And
it's
the
now
kick
a 7-0
is
game.
good.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Perfect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they took a shot on first down.
You know what you should have did that day, that time? They should have patty caked that ball and dropped it into the other guy's defending hands.
From the 25.
Really got a good touch. Really got a good field goal off that.
On second down, Freeman.
Pop the ball loose. Pop it loose.
A whole lot doing there there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Ryan looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan.
Ooh.
Right side.
Damn, that man got hit with a Mack truck.
The 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Damn, bro, is a guy good, bro? It looks like it hurt.
This is 3rd and 4. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Run out of bounds.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren
Keep going. Keep going.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and
That's
intercepted,
BS.
it's Desmond Trufant.
Damn.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year.
I like it.
3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Run out of bounds.
By Nate Gary, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
That works. And if not, oh my God. That actually works. Just need time.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz.
I just need time. I just need time.
Carson Wentz with 2 first
And it
down
works.
touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in this situation before where
If you
turnover
know,
occurs,
you know.
If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
He was a sack.
Down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Ryan now off the bootleg. This is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Stay on the floor, stay on the floor, stay on the floor.
Nigel Bradley and his guys are
Stay
going
on the
to
floor.
at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's a Janae. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
On the ball.
On play action, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 56 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Damn.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
And try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got room.
Damn.
They'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Sanu. It's caught at the 25.
Stiff arm.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution. Struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing
right
to
out of
start
my
the
arm.
drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Chilling, you know, playing Madden with
Eagles
Chris.
on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz.
I thought he ate that. I thought he ate
Falcons
that.
get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
His video won't go on.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
People, that's right. You heard it first. Max Ronin will have a 2nd broadcast.
See if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What a way to give your body up for the greater good.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing
Your
game.
sacrifice will not go in vain.
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because a
You
lot
don't
of
want
these
to know.
runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It's now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Rolling to his right. Room here to run. Chewing up big yardage.
You can't let my quarterback touchdown.
So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic.
That man's about to go
he's
home,
athletic. Watch him
have
do
a
it.
nice
It's an
picnic
integral
with his
part of the
family with all that
quarterback running
room.
game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No, that's not news to me. I know.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Fighting him off.
Oh, he's still eating. Yo, he's still eating the hits.
There for the sack. Jack Crawford in there to record another sack. His 6th of the afternoon.
1, 2.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield if they don't have it, swing it up, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle
This is America.
to make a nice play?
They're able
They
to
get
hold
you
them to
slipping.
3 there, and that leads to a
They get you
4th and
slipping.
goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Yeah.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got a man.
This is America.
Touchdown.
They catch you slipping, though. Hey, do it there. Do it there.
Let's
go to field goal. Get back on defense.
And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
They had the lead in the fourth,
And
but still
that's it.
passing.
28.
Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work.
Oh, you should have jumped for that
I guess
one.
it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice game
My
there,
guy
partner,
should have
but you
jumped
and
for
I
that.
both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to
Chris,
race
we're
that
almost
goose egg,
done.
nobody wants to be shut out.
We're almost done.
Here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. It's off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. With
Isn't it
that
like 8 or 9?
interception, He just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time.
Oh, I thought you were going to eat that tackle.
They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tack McKinley in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Oh, man, if only I have a stable connection, I could let y'all watch this
It's
game.
2nd and 20. To throw is Wentz. And he's
Oh,
going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
boom.
Picked
That's
up
a trip.
by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Damn, they want to give you an attempt for no reason at the wrong time.
We'll finish it after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
Nope.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. More people really...
Get over here.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down.
Get over here.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now.
Whoever's playing 2K, y'all might as well set it up. Ryan and Adam, y'all can set up 2K.
Charles, what's the
We got 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter, so it's almost
drive in a
done.
lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys,
You okay, Ryan?
they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one.
Bring that ass over here.
And he's taken down.
Behind our line.
Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope
The Falcons
alive
are
here
really
on
ridiculous.
4th
Why would they
down.
call a
They're going
timeout
for it.
on 1 second left on the clock?
One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check